I can see your hands are tied. You want to hold the hand of your beautiful bride, but it's not safe, you need to hide. You get glances when you take outside chances, and still you choose love. Even though you're in danger of the moments you've lost, having to act like you're strangers in your land. Coming in now for a kiss, you have to look around, make sure that nothing's amiss. There's no one you want to offend, least of all a relative or a friend, and still you choose love. Even though you're in danger, the moments you lost, having to act like you're strangers in your own land. Love is rare and hard to find. It moves the heavens and the earth and the stars to all align. You give up everything, you make it through, only for someone to say it's not for you. But love is love, is love, is love, is love, is love, is love, is love. When will love be free for everyone? When will it be safe to hold hands and kiss in the sun? No matter your origin, your race, your creed, your color, your religion, and still you choose love. Even though you're in danger, all the moments you've lost, having to act like you're strangers in your own land. Love is rare and hard to find. It moves the heavens and the earth and the stars to all align. You give up everything and make it through, only for someone to say it's not for you. But love is love, 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 is love. Me, Jolene, who takes the blame. I hear you yodeling my name every single time you get the chance. You declare that I'm the one who came along and spoiled your fun. You're just using me for your stage dance. Don't blame me. Some say you're the finest woman they've ever seen. I don't want to compete with you. I don't want your man wants me. That song you sing is such a fraud. You spin your tail like Scheherazade, as if you live or die depends on me. Your imaginings put me through hell. The truth is stranger than the story you tell. Listen up, the truth will set you free. Don't blame me. Some say you're the finest woman they've ever seen. I don't want to compete with you. I don't want your man wants me. Your man is not the one for me. But if he wants another, cut him loose, set him free. I see the sadness in your eyes, yeah, that's a look I recognize. when a situation's finally seen. If you didn't think I'd done you wrong, I bet we would get along. We have more in common than it seems. Don't blame me. Some say you're the finest thing they've ever seen. I don't want to compete with you. I don't want your man. Your man wants me. Your man is not the one for me. But if he wants another, cut him loose, set him free. Don't blame me. I'd say you're the finest woman I've ever seen. I don't want to compete with you. Don't want to compete with you. I don't want your man. I want you. Hello, everyone. Hello, Brother John. Love to see you here. So, Rich, just know this about Rich. He may have started off strong, but he's not a good follower-upper when it comes to texting and stuff. So trust me on this. And now he's listening to me on his phone and walking by. So with a 15-second delay, so I get to hear that. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for the John, I'm surprised that that's the first time you heard Jolene. That's interesting. I should actually learn that song. Oh, Rich, really? Like echoing. I'm like hearing myself talk a minute later, 15 seconds later. Yeah, High is about his speed of things, and that's good. And I'm surprised he said hi. I was like, wow, Rich said hi. So today is Rainbow Week. It's Singing a Rainbow. That's what we're gonna do. Yes, I wore ending that. Thanks for noticing. A very rainbowy shirt in celebration of Rainbow Week. Hey, Martin Kelly, I saw you join. Thanks for being here. And Kat, of course, my favorite cat. And of course, Rich. He actually helped me do a little bit of a sound check. So hopefully that overall good on that front. And I said hi to basically everybody else, either by texting or by saying it. This is a song of Clara Schumann. She was a virtuoso pianist, a composer, a touring musician. She lived in Germany in the mid-19th century. She toured England, the Netherlands, and Russia. She was married to Robert Schumann, who was the premier composer of his day. He was a kingmaker. And one day, Johannes Brahms, known as Jojo in this song, knocked on their door and rocked their world. I am married to the kingmaker, but of all the kings he chooses, Jojo's a ball breaker. He's a heart taker, and they call him the darling of the muses. As I entered the parlor, Jojo sat at the piano. He had diamonds in his eyes, and his hair was a halo. And he began to play like nothing I'd ever heard. It was crazy, being busy. I think smoke is the word. The king is in the counting house, counting all the voices in his head. Jojo kisses my children at night and tucks them into bed. We traded tunes for days, took evening walks after tea. Nothing happened, I'm ashamed, there was no impropriety. He does give me a charge, and he blows all my fuses. How did I fall in love with the darling of the muses? Tongue started wagging after me and my kids. I wish I'd had half the fun that they'd imagined that I did. But I got bills to pay, I got work to do. Ain't it funny how Jojo didn't get a started attitude? The king is in the counting house, counting all the voices in his head. Jojo kisses my children at night and tucks them into bed. jumped into the ride. The voices in his head were so much stronger than mine. But I loved him with a vengeance. Every moment he was gone. He left me with JoJo, but he also left me all alone. King is in the counting house, counting all the voices in his head. And then he took his last breath. I turned to JoJo and said, "Take a trip together," but he blew his kisses to me. He said he'd rather be alone for as long as he was free. And my heart is broken twice, and I'm left with all those bruises. How did I fall in love with the darling of the movies? And now I'm in the counting house, counting all the voices in my head. And now I'm in the counting house, counting all the voices in my head. And now I'm in the counting house. That is called Darling of the Muses. How to think about it. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for the love. So, Andy, yes, you asked how my oral surgery went. It was unsuccessful. So Thursday, they got in there. I'm not going to be graphic, and it's violent. Endodontic surgery can be violent, and it's just awful. And they got in there, and then they just put this blue dye on my tooth roots, and it indicated that there is a hairline fracture in my tooth root. So what they needed to do was say, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. We're going to just need to sew you up. So after doing, and it was hard to get in there. I don't want to be graphic about it, but there was scar tissue from the surgery 2 months ago. So it was nasty and lots. She just kept going. I just kept seeing the needles, la, 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 stitch, stitch, stitch. And then I posted something about it on social media, and yes, it was a Bluetooth. And the picture was very blue. And then Nancy Heedner, who was a very fine singer-songwriter and also a nurse, texted me, and she's like, what's going on? And when I called her, and she said, you got to get that tooth out, because I thought what the endodontist said was let this heal first and go back in 2 weeks and see if it's healed enough, and then go get the tooth out. She was like, you have an infection. You got to get that out of there. Like, from a nurse's standpoint, she was like, infection can spread to your heart. She's seen it happen where a tooth infection spread to your heart, so it's not good to fool around with those things. I had it pulled on Friday, so I didn't think they were going to pull it because I just had all this surgery. And and I said, well, I already have a wound. They're like, yeah, you already have a wound. And it was a woman. She was kind of like my age, the surgeon. And she was just like, I'll do it if you want me to do it. I'll wait if you want me to wait. I'm like, wow, I'm already in pain. Just get it out. Plus, I was afraid of the infection. So thank God for my friend Nancy kind of knowing the deal. So yeah, Thursday surgery, so I have to tell you, like, the endodontic surgery, it's violent. It feels like you are in a construction site, and you lay on your back at first, and then you have to lay on their side so they can really get in there. It's really awful. And you don't feel pain except when they get to the infection. Both times I could feel it. And then I'm not going to go into it, but anyway, trust me, it's not pleasant. And then for the extraction, though, they had my surgeon and the person that was assisting her, and then they had someone in back of me that was the other direction, but just holding my head. That was his job. Just hold her. She's like, Matt's going to hold your head. And he had his hands like this, but the other direction, of course, he's like this. And it was so comforting. Like, I never met Matt. Didn't know what he looked like. I had no idea, this person has their hands on my face or my head. But it was so comforting. And I think it was in case I jarred or something like that, which of course I didn't do. But that was so much better than the endodontic surgery, which is just violent. This was there's someone there holding your head, so you're going to be fine. There's just that human touch, something about that. And I thanked that guy when I left. I was like, hey, that made a difference, because it really did. It's not that, Karen, thank you so much. And thank you. Yeah, I think that was the right decision. It was nice to have someone holding my head and cradling my skull. It's been through all this torture. But yeah, I still don't feel right. So so that was Friday. I got it pulled, and then so I'm on antibiotics, and I can't chew over there, and I was eating all soft food. But then Saturday was our singer-songwriter community in Philadelphia has a cover me party where we all cover each other's songs. And I had two people I was covering, and I couldn't not go. So here I am, and my face at that point, it's faded almost to nothing now, but my face just had this huge, just big bruise all along the bottom here. And I was like, go. And so I went to this event and I sang the two songs I needed to sing, and I heard everybody, and two people sang my songs. Someone sang, Marion Halliday sang Don't Blame Me, the song I just did. And it was really cool. She's Southern. She's from Louisville, Kentucky, if I'm saying it the right way. And she put her like bluegrassy twist on it. And there were people that actually walked up to me and said, I like Marion's version better. And I have to agree. I loved it. I loved it. It was like, it felt a little bit more like the Jolene song because it was in that kind of Southern bluegrassy style. So, and Marion Halliday is an amazing singer-songwriter, an amazing interpreter of other people's music. So I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I could record her doing that because it was really cool. I would love to hear. Oh, actually, there's going to be a video. When I get the video, I'll share it with you. But and then Nancy Hebner, the nurse, she covered Top of the Ferris Wheel, which was brilliant. It was just brilliant. It was like, she's very good on piano. She's like, so in between all the things and Top of the Ferris Wheel, she would put these like, she put these like circusy little vignettes within the music, which just blew me away. And, you know, she was like, I hope you don't mind. I'm like, mind? That was brilliant. Like, if I could do that stuff, I'd do it. It was just really, really fun. She made it so fun. So that was kind of cool. So it was a good day, but there I was like, you know, I'm still in discomfort. I'm not like in like Thursday and Friday, I was like in really terrible pain. But Saturday I was better, but still someone saw me and they were like, just gave me some ice. Oh, Joey, I was so happy to cover your song. That was so fun. Yeah, no, it was really good. I should have done it tonight. Maybe I will if I can find it. The piano got tuned yesterday. So little discombobulated. Thanks, Joey. Yeah, I covered one of Joey's songs. She Sings of Shadows, a song about Joni Mitchell, and that was fun. Circusy Vignettes is my Puddles Pity Party cover band. Oh, Donna, you better love that one. That is funny. Puddles Pity Party is a clown who's does really cool things on stage. Really enjoyed him. All right, so I'm talking too much, so I better sing something. Let's sing something. Okay. Well, I'll go do it. I ran as fast as I could down to the storefront corner, peeking over the rows, hoping to see the promise of a Ferris wheel, part of the sphere, looking back at me from the sky. I could see colors and lights all aglow. Oh, how they twinkled at night. It's time for the carnival. Can I go up a ride on the merry-go-round? Let's glide to the top of the Ferris wheel. I can see everything better from here. Didn't have much to hope for, never dreamed of diamonds or rubies. Came by the crazy, honestly. Learned how to act sane from the movies. Oh, you should have seen me back then. I was drunk with desire. I wanted to be good at something, good to someone, prove them all to be liars. It's time for the carnival. Can I go up a ride on the merry-go-round? Let's glide to the top of the Ferris wheel. I can see everything better from here. I sit on the bench in Cape May. October lies mute on the shore. The church is a junkie's playground. The connies don't stop there no more. The Yes, it's a bit chilly in autumn, but I'm still seeking thrills and I have the right. No one should hold that against me. Everyone deserves to see pretty lights. It's time for the carnival. Can I go? Hop a ride on the merry-go-round. Let's glide to the top of the Ferris wheel. Doesn't matter how fast you go fast or slow as you might. All of life is a circle, catch as you can, don't hold on too tight. Just when you think you've gone forward, you might go backward again. Don't waste your time counting accomplishments if you can't count on your friends. It's time for the carnival. Can I go? Up a ride on the merry-go-round. Let's glide to the top of the Ferris wheel. I can see everything better than from here. Yes, a rainbow connection. Dot, my sister Dot is here. Hello, Dot. Just seeing you reminded me of when we were in Florida and I had this shirt and I went out to get something from the grocery store and I came back and you were wearing it and you're like, what? Oh, no, this is my shirt. Yeah, Puddles, I don't know how Puddles, I never really saw videos of him. I don't know how he comes across, because some people may not, and Donna, you would know, but some people don't come across the same way on video as live. No one comes across the same way. But I can tell you live, he's a force. Yeah, Karen, how are you? Karen Schneiderman, asking me how I am. This will pass. Hoping you're feeling better. I'm going to do an old song because I was asked to do on Saturday. There's no rest for the wicked. On Saturday, I agreed to do Lansdowne Folk Club's 30th anniversary. I was invited, and mostly probably because I have a song called Lansdowne from my first album. I'm going to attempt to do that on guitar right now, see if that works, because I'm used to doing on piano when I've done it, and I haven't done it in so long. But this is my song. Thanks, Kat. Yeah, live is different. Live is just different. I saw Vance live on Sunday, which was amazing. And oh my gosh, he's so masterful at performing. It's just, he's so good at it. And just the interaction with the audience, and it was so fun. And so Saturday I was doing this Cover Me party, which was a good part of the day. And then we drove to Bethlehem, the place of Christ's birth. Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, to see Vance play, which was amazing. I got to meet Max Flyart. If anybody's on Vance's pajama parties, he's one of the pajama partiers, which was a lot. And a woman named Patty, who's a pajama partier that gets out of work late and usually shows up at 8:45, so she doesn't do a lot of chatting. Her name's Patty. But she was seeing Vance live for the first time, which was kind of cool. And I love being in a room with people that are seeing Vance live for the first time, because it is an experience. And then to hear them laughing at like spots that like they're not funny to me anymore because I've heard them so many times, but then you hear people laughing hysterically at a moment and then you're just like, oh my gosh, that's really funny. So that was fun. This is called Lansdowne. This is my song about meeting Rich in the town I lived in at the time. Places never stay the same. I never fell in love with a place or its name. There was one that I would choose. It's a place that I would never want to lose. Lands down, a pretty little town, all kinds of people there to show you around, and it's hands down the place I wanna go. It's my home, and I'm never gonna run from Lansdowne. They hang flowers in the air. Walk along the streets without a care. Lands down, a pretty little town, all kinds of people there to show you around, and it's hands down the place I wanna go. It's my home, and I'm never gonna run from Lansdowne. Remember how I met you there? Remember it was on a dare. I dared you to meet me there 3 times. The music store had closed too fast. We pressed our noses to the glass. It only took one time. It only took one time. It only took one time. Lansdowne, a pretty little town, all kinds of people there to show you around, and it's hands down the place I wanna go. It's my home, and I'm never gonna run from Lansdowne. I think that actually works better on piano. Now that I think of it. Nancy Chestnut. Hey, Kay Kelly. Nancy Chestnut, you're on Facebook. YouTube is where the chat really happens. So Nancy Chestnut's here, but she's on Facebook, and she's saying, why can't I see the chat? It's because everybody's on YouTube. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you might have a better chance at finding it. Yeah, I think it's better. That song's better on piano or keys. The whole thing, should I bring my keys? And I guess I am going to bring the keys. Snitches get stitches, and don't ever run. If you're under the gun, never pull its trigger. Not your family ties, tie them into a bow. If they tell what they know, tie them up with rigor. Long shot, straight to the bow. Don't you look now, but the bridge is burning. You've got shoes made of cement. I've got no sentiment. You won't be returning now. I am not afraid of being alone. I've got a rugged backbone, and you'll never own it. Look what we have here, it's truth that's top shelf. Take it down, check yourself, maybe you can own it. Long shot, straight to the bow. Don't you look now, but the bridge is turning. Truth is all relative. Facts through a sieve made of every sacred cow. Come a little closer, I'll tell you my vice. It's that I am not nice, but I am not charmless. Do you like the thrill of taking a chance in the clutch of romance? I won't hold you harmless. I'm a long shot, straight to the bow. Don't you look now, but the bridge is burning. If you've got nothing to hide, don't be so petrified. Cross the bridge that's burning down. I live a simple life, I live by the code. I take what I'm owed and I give what's due ya. Cross the moving line, I'm untouchable. I'm dysfunctional, but baby, what's it to ya? I'm a long shot, straight to the bow. Don't you look now, but the bridge is burning. If you've got nothing to hide. Don't be so petrified. Cross the bridge that's burning down. That's called Long Shot. As yet unrecorded. Oh, and I saw that Better on the Piano is my fabulous Baker Boys cover band from Dither Master. Yeah, my sister Dot's usually on Facebook, so she doesn't see these interesting comments coming up on YouTube either. Thanks for the love. Thank you. Is it eight? Oh, it's cover song sing along time. My favorite part. Oh, let me just make sure I'm back where I need to be. Favorite part of the show. All right, why isn't it working? Okay, here we go. All right, so we're singing a rainbow. I have notes, and I did. Uh-oh. I hope those weren't my notes. No, I think these are all my notes. God only knows. That's the pile I'll look for if I run out of songs. Um, so, singing a rainbow. So, I did something a little bit different. I actually added meet the songwriters. So the first song we're doing is written by Marvin Hamlish and Howard Liebling. And if you don't know, you do know Marvin Hamlish's music because he wrote the music to A Chorus Line when he received a Pulitzer Prize for that. And he wrote the music for They're Playing Our Song, The Goodbye Girl, Sweet Smell of Success, Broadway, all Broadway stuff. He also wrote The Way We Were, the music for that, and Through the Eyes of Love, the theme from Ice Castles, and Nobody Does It Better from The Spy Who Loved Me. I love that song. And many more songs. If I had to list them, it would take days. And Howard Liebling, this guy's born in 1928. It's amazing. He worked in advertising with music, and then eventually became, I don't know what, he was working for 20th Century Fox, and he was writing, I think this is the guy who was writing for Cotton Club. Was he? Maybe? That might be somebody else. That might be Yip Yarbrough. Anyway, one of these guys did, but maybe not this guy. So he wrote Sunshine, Lollipops, and Rainbows, which I love. I know why I love this song. I love that it's just so ridiculous. I love this song because I use that phrase sarcastically all the time. Like, oh, it's all sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows over here. Or I'll say, my life isn't all sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. I use that expression all the time because I love this song. Okay. Oh, Donna, you're taking a pause. You can sing with us. Okay, here we go. Hope you know this one. Maybe you don't. If you don't, you will now. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together. Brighter than a lucky penny. When you're near, the rain goes, disappears, dear, and I feel so fine just to know that you are mine. My life is sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. That's how this refrain goes. So come and join in. Everybody, sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is sure to come your way when you're in love to stay. I can't believe Katie Crommett is here. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together. Brighter than a lucky penny. When you're near, the rain goes, disappears, dear, and I feel so fine just to know you are mine. My life is sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. That's how this refrain goes when I feel everybody, sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together. 'Cause you're in love, 'cause you're in love, and love is here to stay. If you don't know that song, look it up because Leslie Gorse sings it much better than I do. Katie Crommett is here. Hey, Katie Crommett. Yay. Okay, so the next, let's see here. Oh, this is funny. So I looked up this composer, and Arthur Hamilton. So I looked him up, and it said Arthur was a man. It said Arthur was a man of many talents. He was a musician, concert pianist, healer, massage therapist, trigger point specialist, master painter, and much more. And then I realized after I did all this that I was reading the obituary of someone named Arthur Hamilton, but apparently it's not this guy. None of that is true. I mean, may have been a man of many talents, but it might have not been these talents. He might have been like he could cook. I don't know. It might have been. It could have been anything. But that little paragraph up there is not the case. I can sing a rainbow, or as it's popularly known, sing a rainbow. Well, I don't have all of these on here. I missed something. So anyway, yeah, he is on the board of ASCAP. He is 97 years old and still going. He wrote Cry Me a River. That's probably what he's most famous for. And we're going to sing a Rainbow. This is our cover song, Sing Along. I think, ooh, wait. I was going to do this on, okay, I'm going to do it this way. So it said that it was sung by Peggy Lee in a movie, and it kind of made it famous. And I've heard Peggy Lee's rendition of it, and I gotta say, it's a little creepy. Her voice is like, it doesn't sound like Peggy Lee. It's like, her voice is like, red and yellow. It's all like breathy and echoey. And it actually sounds like it might have been a horror film, but I'm not sure. Red and yellow and pink and green, purple and orange and blue. I can sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow too. Listen with your eyes, listen with your ears, and sing everything you see. You can sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow, sing along with me. Red and yellow and pink and green, purple and orange and blue. I can sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow too. You can sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow too. Yay! I heard that song mostly on Captain Kangaroo, which I thought was a very local show, but Dithermaster said he knew about Captain Kangaroo, and he lives in Wisconsin. Katie is here. Oh, she's on Facebook. Katie, you may want to move to YouTube, and then you can see all the chats. Everybody's saying hi to you, but you can't see it because you're on Facebook, and everybody else is on YouTube. So if you're still there, think about switching to YouTube. I should just, I like that some people get caught, like they're on YouTube and they happen to just come by and see me. So I don't want to not be on YouTube because I like that. All right, next, let me get my notes here. I have so much fun researching these songs. In fact, I might slow down on that so I could actually write some music. But I love it. I love doing it. Okay, so next is Meet the Composers, Harold Arlen and Yip Harburg. And sometimes it's like, okay, I've heard of Harold Arlen, and I was like, oh, I don't know about this Yip Harburg guy. And then I find out, oh, you watched it in Arizona. Captain Kangaroo, he got around. I guess his little ship went everywhere. Yeah, it was played at the end of Captain Noah. Oh, wait, Captain Noah. Am I thinking Captain Noah? Captain Noah, not Captain Kangaroo. Captain Kangaroo also sing it? It was Captain Noah. That was local, I think. I think Captain Kangaroo was probably national. Interesting. But Harold Arlen wrote over 500 songs, not as many as Rob Lincoln, my friend, singer-songwriter, that I also covered on Saturday, who's on a quest for 1,000 songs, and he's up to like 873 or something. I did like 861. He writes a lot of songs. Romper Room. Oh, wow. Could it be that too? So he wrote all the music for Wizard of Oz, including Over the Rainbow. Um, he is a great. Uh, he's one of the best well-regarded contributors of the Great American Songbook, but he wrote "Get Happy," "Forget Your Troubles, Come On, Get Happy." He wrote "Let's Fall in Love, Why Shouldn't We Fall in Love," and "Stormy Weather," and "Lydia the Tattooed Lady" for Groucho Marx. He wrote that, and "That Old Black Magic," and "Accentuate the Positive," and "Come Rain or Come Shine." I love that song. And "One for My Baby and One for the Road," which always now makes me think of Bette Midler's singing it at Johnny Carson's last night on his show. Yip Yarberg. So he attended high school with Ira Gershwin, and they were friends, and they loved Gilbert and Sullivan. So they had this musical, and they became lifelong friends. I thought that was kind of interesting. Yip Harburg might be the oldest, he's not around anymore, but 1896, he was out there. But he wrote Buddy, Brother, Can You Spare a Dime? That's how old Yip Yarberg. That's not old, but that's where he fits. Kangaroo Got Around is my Captain and Tennille cover band. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, Stormy Weather is a cool song. Maybe I'll have to sing it. But yeah, so he wrote It's Only a Paper Moon, and he wrote Lydia the Tattoo Lady with Harold Arlen. But this is a little bit extra that I have written down on my notes. It says, by the time all the other songs for The Wizard of Oz were written, Arlen was feeling the pressure of not having the song for the Kansas scene. And he often carried blank pieces of music manuscript in his pockets to jot down short melodic ideas. Arlen described how the inspiration for the melody to Over the Rainbow came to him suddenly while his wife Anya drove. I said to Mrs. Arlen, "Let's go to Grauman's Chinese. You drive the car. I don't feel too well right now." I wasn't thinking of work. I wasn't constantly thinking of work. I just wanted to relax. And as we drove by Schwab's drugstore on Sunset, I said, "Pull over, please." And we stopped, and I really don't know why, bless the muses. And I took out my little bit of manuscript and put down what you now know as Over the Rainbow. The song was originally sung in A-flat major. Arlen later wrote the contrasting bridge section. Thought I wish upon a star and make up where the clouds are far behind me. He wrote that on the idea of a child's piano exercise, which I totally get. I think that's so cool. And I wanted to point this out because of my song that sounds like another song. Italian newspaper Il Messaggero has noted a resemblance, both harmonic and melodic, between Over the Rainbow and the theme of the intermezzo known as Ratcliffe Stream of Pietro Mascagni's 1895 opera Guglielmo Ratcliffe. The music in the recording was played on a particularly renowned Stradivarius violin. I just thought that was really kind of interesting to know how that song was written. It was the last one to be written, and now we're going to sing it. All right. Okay. Oh, I need my shark. I hope I'm not talking too much. Captain Noah and his magical ship was local Philly area show. It was still on when I lived there in the 80s. Oh, yeah. I grew up watching that. Yeah. Somewhere over the rainbow, apple pie. There's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? When happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I? It's such a pretty song, isn't it? I am not a font of knowledge. The interwebs are. Okay, I'm really excited about. You know, funny you should mention Comic Sans, Master. So I made, oh shoot, for effect, I made Comic Sans the font for Sesame Street because I thought it was like appropriate. And then I had trouble with the email this week. I couldn't get the Comic Sans off. And I didn't have time to like just redo it all. So yeah, I had Comic Sans for 2 weeks in a row, but that's not my norm. That's not my brand. I don't think it should be. So this next composition, let me get my notes. The next composer, or composers, is Sir Michael Philip Jagger and Keith Richards. So we all know a lot about Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, so I didn't want to put the things that you knew. I wanted to put things that I didn't know, maybe you did, but that, Mick Jagger studied at the London School of Economics before abandoning his studies to join the Rolling Stones. He starred in some films, I don't know if you knew that, Performance and Ned Kelly, to a mixed reception, which is why we probably don't know him as a film star. Oh, thanks for all the love. And he released a number of solo works, not least of all the 1985 duet with David Bowie, Dancing in the Streets, and reached #1 in the UK and Australia and was a top 10 hit in numerous other countries. His father, Basil Fanshawe, Joe Jagger, a former gymnast, was a physical education teacher who helped popularize basketball in Britain. Keith Richards. Oh my. So yeah, there's that. And so Keith Richards, he always sings one song as the lead vocal at every concert, so this said. I'm not sure how true it is. But his parents, Ernie and Eliza Richards, were socialist and civic leaders whom he credited as more or less creating the Walthamstow Labour Party, well, the Labour Party, I guess, in Britain. And both were mayors of the municipal borough of Walthamstow in Essex, with Eliza becoming mayor in 1941. So his parents were Dancing in the Street is a great song, Nancy. I agree. Can't wait to hear how this connects to the others. Oh, you will. And so Keith Richards is also very widely known as being the inspiration of Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean, and actually on 2 of them, the sequels, he played Jack Sparrow's father. So, and this is extra. So I have some extra about Keith Richards. I thought this was interesting. His maternal grandfather, Augustus Theodore Gus Dupree, who toured Britain with a jazz big band, Gus Dupree and his boys fostered Richards' interest in the guitar. Richards has said that it was Dupree who gave him his first guitar. His grandfather teased the young Richards with a guitar that was on a shelf that Richards couldn't reach at the time. Finally, Dupree told Richards that if Richards could reach the guitar, he could have it. Richards then devised an all manner of ways of reaching the guitar, including putting books and cushions on a chair, until finally getting hold of the instrument, after which his grandfather taught him the rudiments of Richards' first tune, Malaguena. He worked on the number like mad, and then his grandfather let him keep the guitar, which he called the prize of the century. Richards played at home, listening to records by Billie Holiday, Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington, and others. His father, on the other hand, disparaged his son's musical enthusiasm. One of Richards' first guitar heroes was Elvis guitarist Scotty Moore. I thought that was so interesting. Keith was in the Bahamas on vacation, climbed the coconut tree, fell, and broke his ribs. Is that true? Or is that funny? Is that true? Oh, interesting. Yeah, so all that about Keith Richards, like who knew? Who knew all that? So we're going to sing She's a Rainbow. All right, let me see if I remember this. She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a rainbow. Coming colors in the air. Oh, everywhere. She comes in colors. Have you seen her dressed in blue? See the sky in front of you. And her face is like a sail, speck of white so fair and pale. Have you seen a lady fairer? She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a rainbow. Coming colors in the air. Oh, everywhere. She comes in colors. Have you seen her all in gold? Like a queen in days of old. She shoots colors all around, like a sunset going down. Have you seen a lady fairer? She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a rainbow. Coming colors in the air. Oh, everywhere. She comes in colors. She comes in colors. Oh, yeah. Oh, I have to go. It comes in colors every ooh, la, 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 ooh, la, 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 ooh, la, 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 la. So you can do the ooh la la if you want. Ooh la 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 ooh la 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 ooh la 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 ooh. Come in colors in the air. Oh, everywhere. She comes in colors. Now that was bold. That was a bold Jagger move. I was moving like Jagger. That was a bold move. Okay, so the next song, and this is even more intriguing to me. I love this story. I am a nut, John. I am. I grew up with you. What else would I be? Oh my gosh. Oh, the Stones singing it is awesome. Like, yeah, nothing like I just did. I kind of do it like a church hymn. Oh man, she comes in colors. She comes in colors. Oh man. All right, next song. Meet the songwriter. Okay. Paul Hamilton Williams. Paul Williams. That name is such a blast from the past, but actually he is the president and chairman of ASCAP, which is my, whatever you call that thing, record, music representation thing. It's either BMI, ASPAC, or CSEC. I am ASCAP. Did I say ASPAC? ASCAP. So Paul Williams, he has So many songs. Old Fashioned Love Song was the one that put him on the map. Evergreen, he wrote with Barbara Streisand. And the Carpenters, he collaborated with them on Rainy Days and Mondays, I Won't Last a Day Without You, We've Only Just Begun, which was originally for a Crocker National Bank television commercial. We've only just begun. It was for a bank commercial, and now we all know it, which is just crazy. He has been sober since 1990, and he's been active in the field of recovery from addictions and became a certified drug rehabilitation counselor through UCLA. And he co-authored a book in 2014 called Gratitude and Trust, Recovery is Not Just for Addicts, with Tracy Jackson. And then Kenny Asher, he worked on John Lennon's Mind Games, did the string parts, Walls and Bridges and Rock and Roll, and Yoko Ono's A Story, and did several songs from Barbara Streisand's remake of A Star is Born, which is probably the Evergreen connection with Paul Williams. They probably collaborated on that, I would so assume. And Meatloaf's masterpiece, Bat Out of Hell, he was involved in that. And his own rendition of Rainbow Connection was recently featured in a movie with Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston called The Breakup when the credits rolled. And he's the pianist for the Birdland Big Band. I played in Birdland once. And one time I did an open mic and I played with Billy Stretch, which is like just an amazing moment of my life. I played You Must Have Been High. And it was fun. It was with Billy Stretch and his band. So let's see. Okay, so the Birdland Big Band performs Rainbow Connection, arranged by Lou Anderson. So they actually do play Rainbow Connection. And here we go. I did this on purpose because I knew I was going to forget to tell you about this. But I saw a video of Paul Williams, and he's talking about how he came to wrote the Rainbow Connection. And he said what we were going for was that moment in is it Pinocchio? Jiminy Cricket's in Pinocchio, right? It's a moment where Jiminy Cricket takes his hat off and looks at the stars and sings When You Wish Upon a Star, which has become Disney's their banner song. But they were going for that feeling. And I thought that so informs the song when you know that. Like when I sang the song after that, I was like, Birdland, yeah. Dot, I've been to Birdland with Dot to see, I'm going to forget her name. But yeah, they were going for that feeling of When You Wish Upon a Star when they wrote this song. So I love the song. I didn't know how much I loved it till I started researching it, and I was like, oh my gosh. It was Mosher. Kelly Mosher? No, I'm getting it wrong, but yeah, Birdland's a cool place to go if you go to New York. Susie Mosher. Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, they're only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it, but I know they're wrong. Wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it, and look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? What's we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Have you been fast asleep? And have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. What a cool song. My gosh. After researching it, I just fell in love with it. I mean, I know a lot of you would it's like, oh, I love the song, it's my favorite song. And I never really heard the words. I never really paid attention. And when I researched it, I paid attention. I was like, oh my gosh. The whole idea of who said that every wish would be heard and answered. Who's the first one who did that? I'm going to wish on a star, and then I'm going to make a wish, and hopefully it'll come true. Whoever thought of that? And the fact that Jiminy Cricket is when you wish upon a star, so that whole connection of the rainbow connection to when you wish upon a star, I think is really cool. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the love. I love all the rainbows. Thank you. That is awesome. Yeah, it makes me want to watch that Muppet movie again because I don't know if I've ever seen the whole Muppet movie. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check that out and find out. So I got one more song for you. This was so fun. Thank you for being here. Like I always say, I am amazed that anybody wants to listen to me. So when people show up, I was like, this will be the week nobody shows up. And you always show up. It's just awesome. But thank you so much. Time is so precious, and that you're spending it with me just blows my mind. I love it. Oh, today is a sure bet. We've no troubles to forget. Don't know a moment I don't love as yet. There's nothing left to lose. Hard choice. Big hard choice. Chart a course, it's ours to choose. Get ready for a big breakthrough. This is our time, this is our place. It's our moment, it's our space. While we're here, we're having fun, and our fun is next to none. And our glass turns in our hands. Let's catch every grain of sand at the setting of the sun. I think I'll have another one. I list the things I'm grateful for, those I love, those I adore. I lose count, there's always more. I'm never done having faith in things unseen. Are we in the in-between? What is death? What does life mean? I hope we have a good run. This is our time, this is our place. It's our moment, it's our space. While we're here, we're having fun, and our fun is next to none. And our glass turns in our hands. Let's catch every grain of sand at the setting of the sun. I think I'll have another one. I like to say unspoken things. I like to give my secrets wings. I like to give love without strings. I'm loyal like a dog. I love karma when I'm right. Love the darkness when I'm bright. Love my eyes when you're in sight. You're my favorite dialogue. This is our time, this is our place. It's our moment, it's our space. While we're here, we're having fun, and our fun is next to none. And our glass turns in our hands. Let's catch every grain of sand at the setting of the sun. I think I'll have another one. I think I'll have another one. I think I'll have another one. Thank you, everyone. Gosh, you just pepped me up for the day and the weekend. It's like the hump day, and this is like, it's Wednesday night, and the rest of the week is all gravy because tonight happened. So thank you so much. Um, just my heart. It's just I am just have so much joy hanging out with you. You are all amazing, and I just I love you all. Oh wait, I have a little sign for that. Whoops. I love us. Happy Rainbow Day and Rainbow Night, and I will see you all soon. I'm off next week, I think. I think it's an off week, and then it's the but one week, and then I'll see you in 2 weeks. So see you then. Love you all. Bye.